peace, knowing that your heart has come home to spirit. And the meditation itself will begin in just a few minutes. Good morning. My name is Hazel Bowman, one of the religious science practitioners that serve this center. And it is my absolute privilege to be your practitioner of the day. For this pre-service meditation, we express our gratitude for all of God's and divine life's blessings. So taking a deep, full breath, take it in, and a long, slow exhale, allowing your eyes to gently close or having a soft gaze. Another nice big breath in, and a long, slow exhale so that you can begin to feel the body release. One more deep, long inhale. And on the exhale, allowing yourself to fully arrive into this body, into this moment, and into this breath. Now letting go of any control of the breath, simply allow yourself to be here. Letting be all the effort it has taken to bring you here now. Letting be all the thoughts, pressures of what is yet to come, and giving yourself the gift of this moment, this time together in God's sanctuary. Feel your tension melt away as you gradually relax deeper with each breath. Feel yourself drift into a state of deep relaxation. Continue to breathe slowly and gently as you bring your awareness to the top of your head. Picture a warm, loving golden light spread from the top of your head down to your toes. Feel your muscles relax as the light washes over you, surrounding and protecting you. In this safe, relaxed state, reflect on all the things you're grateful for. Loved ones, breath in your lungs, sunshine, fresh air, the tasty dinner that you had last night, a nice compliment from a coworker, whatever comes to mind. As each person or object of gratitude appears, visualize yourself saying thank you, how grateful you are, and why. Try to make the image and feeling as real as you can. If you're having a difficult time coming up with things to be grateful for, ask God, a higher power, or the highest part of yourself to reveal them to you. Allow the feeling of deep gratitude to come into your body. Notice where the feeling is in your body. Enjoy the pleasant feeling gratitude gives you and feel it wash away your tension and negativity. Remain in this relaxed state. When you are ready, gently come back to this space. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Open your eyes and give yourself a few minutes to adjust. And bring that feeling of gratitude with you as you go through your day with the following affirmation. Thank you for the many blessings I have been bestowed with. May these blessings multiply as I continue to notice and give thanks for them. Thank you, universe. And so it is. Namaste. when I get up.
Crazy man. Hey everybody. Good morning and welcome to CSL Prescott. It's great to see y'all. I'm Jackson Roush. I'm playing music and singing along with you all today. We're going to sing some chart-topping hits today, ladies and gentlemen. Dick Clark will have nothing on this service. And Reverend Tracy is here, which is great. Her talks are amazing. And we have Henry and Maria, collectively known as Sticks and Tones. And I'll tell you what, I have been on a lot of stages and run mic lines for a lot of instruments. I've been doing this a long time, and today, ladies and gentlemen, is proof that life always has something new to give you, because today was the first day I ever had to mic a bowl of dirt. And now my work is harder because now I have to keep Bob away from the dirt. This is Bob, everybody. He's signing today. And we're grateful for him. And I'm grateful for him because he bosses you around so I don't have to. Now, if you're like me and you were stuck in a Pinto circa 1977, you remember this song. There's a reason for the sunshine and sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide. And go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. You know what I mean, it's the season. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, that's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when the love light shine all around us. And it's thunder, take you out into space and lay you under. It's love and embrace, feel the thunder as it warms in your face. You can't hold back. Come on, y'all. So let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. Well, you know what I mean, and that's the reason. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, that's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with all its dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, yeah, it's the season. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you with all living things, and let your love shine. You know what I mean, and that's the reason.
Okay.
It was just like having the Bellamy brothers here.
Phenomenal.
These people
Phenomenal.
round up.
Well, I was waiting for you to say, okay, now play the music and let everybody, so we could hear them all. You know, I think we should do an encore where they're just singing.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, up, 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 up. Let's go.
Ready?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Ready?
2, 3. So let
Your love flow
like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest
of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the season. Woo! Let's hear it. Come on.
your love fly like a bird on a wing,
And let your love
bind you
to all living things, and let your love shine.
And you know what I mean, and that's
it's
the
a
reason.
Woo! I have goosebumps.
And it's just like having the Bellamy brothers here.
And Groundhog
They are wound
Day.
up.
That is awesome. Good job. I like it. We should do that more often. Welcome to CSL Prescott. I'm Reverend Tracy, the senior minister here, and this is my cohort for the day, Miss Hazel, practitioner. Let's give our practitioners a hand. So whether you're joining us in person or online, we're so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. And we're a community of spiritual seekers and gathering to remember who we truly are as the divine expression of life. It flows through each one of us. And that right here, we're here to grow, awaken, and support one another. And that's a phenomenal thing. Our licensed practitioners are here to hold sacred space for you. How do they do that? They do that through prayer. They stand with you in truth. They are trained to see your wholeness. They spend a long time in training to do that, even when you can't. And I know there are some days where I can't, and I have to phone a friend. So please take advantage of their love and education and their connection to the Divine Spirit. Following service, they do offer a 3-minute miracle. It's a brief but powerful time of affirmative prayer. And so what we do is we kind of wait for the hullabaloo to settle down, and then as you're exiting, we will ring the bell 4 times, just as bringing us back into the sacred space. If you want prayer, just stay seated, and the practitioners will pray with you. And if there are only a few practitioners and you are waiting, please continue to wait. Your prayer is just as important as everybody else's. We wish to affirm all who need that today. So practitioners on duty today, would you please stand so that we can see who will be praying with you today? So we have Miss Sharon, Sabrina, and Hazel. All right, thank you, ladies. Thank you. And as always, welcome home. Thank you. Let's, before we go, can you throw that back up there, Clay? Because I almost missed it, and I do quite often, and I'm promising myself. Read your screen, Tracy. Here we go. I'm a divine being. My nature is clarity, calmness, harmony, and love. I accept everyone for who they are. My body is healthy and whole.
And so let's anchor that affirmation in knowing the truth right now, that we are home in God's sanctuary. This is where God and divine love reigns. And so we recognize that gentle presence. And with that, I know that we are wrapping ourselves in kindness and with care. And in this moment, in this sanctuary, we rediscover our natural sense of inner balance. For this is a day of rest, restoration, and renewal. And so I know that each and every one of us has been divinely guided and divinely appointed in being here in this sacred space, knowing our oneness with all that is. How perfect it is recognizing that divine love is the foundation of this center, and that God is the architect, inspiring and infusing us with new ideas, new thoughts, new ways of being as we claim our magnificent self. And so with that, I know that this service is already unfolding in that perfect divine harmony, that beautiful presence of spirit that is revealing itself to us in every moment. And with that, I give thanks and I let it be, as I say, and so it is.
This is a Jack Fowler song, sing along. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments, then I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God. I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments, and I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God. I find myself. Well, I find God. I find myself. I find God. I find myself.
Michael Beckwith, the founder of the Agape Spiritual Center in Los Angeles, states this: we are unlimited beings. Your life began in the heart and mind of the infinite. We have no ceiling. The capabilities and the talents and the gifts and the power that is within each single individual that is on this planet is unlimited. We are here to awaken to the truth from the presence that is never absent. Mentally relive the days when as a child you ran free, when there were infinite possibilities of what you could feel, accomplish, and see in the world. Allow for the energy of your remembered freedom to thunder through you, and you will free yourself from the false obstacles of your adult. Let us reflect on that for a few moments. And so it is. I invite our candlelighters, Dawn and Beth, to please step forward. The Center for Spiritual Living in Prescott, guided by the science of mind, acknowledges the diverse faiths and spiritual traditions that enrich our world. Each belief system offers a distinct understanding of the mysteries of existence and a unique connection with the divine. Lighting these candles symbolizes our collective reverence for the diverse paths humans take in search of meaning and purpose. In this shared moment, we affirm and celebrate the multiplicity of the human experience. We light a candle for Christianity based on the teachings of Jesus the Christ, who taught the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within. For Islam and its teaching and belief in the one and only God, creator of the heaven and the earth. For Judaism, a community of shared laws, traditions, and family ties, which began with the covenant between Abraham and God. For Buddhism, the middle path of non-attachment that ends suffering. For Hinduism, the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. For the traditions of the indigenous people everywhere, and their close and sacred connections to the earth, sky, and waters. For Baha'i, the path of unity and peace. For the goddess traditions, celebrating the power and wisdom of the feminine energies, including nature and nurture, and the wisdom of the feminine energies. And for the science of mind, a philosophy of life that teaches there is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. And let us anchor that by saying this affirmation together. I am here for God. My purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything I do. The good I seek for myself is what I declare for all people everywhere. And so it is. Thank you, Don and Beth.
These are the words today of Robert Frost, who had a royal wisdom and connection to the earth that I aspire to. Putting in the seed. You come to fetch me from my work tonight. When supper's on the table, and we'll see. If I can leave off burying the white, soft petals fallen from the apple tree. Soft petals, yes, but not so barren quite. Mingled with these smooth bean and wrinkled peas. And go along with you, ere you lose sight. you came for. And become like me. Slave to a springtime passion for the earth. Ooh, how love burns through putting in the seed. On through the watching for that early birth. When, just as the soil tarnishes with weed, the sturdy seedling with arched body comes. Shouldering its way and shedding earth crumbs.
That could have just been the whole talk right there, huh? That's so beautiful. Hard act to follow. I'll try, though, because, you know, I must. Thank you so much. I have goosebumps, and that is really something you could just sit and abide in, which is what we're going to be talking today about. But first, I have a little story. I was out garage selling yesterday, looking for things, because we are going to be starting a new online resale store called CSL Sangha Resale Community. And Sudra's going to be running it, and I'm just helping her get it off the ground. And every demand we have placed on Spirit to find the things we need to do this, a scale, a heat gun, all these lovely things I thought would be a easy venture as we started researching, became a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger. But the good news is we have everything that we need. We'll be launching May 3rd. And I can't wait to tell you more about it, but just a highlight of that, we've been really busy. But I stopped at this garage sale, and I was looking at children's clothes for Esty for the summer, And this little boy, I think he was 6, came up to me and he goes, "Would you like to buy my art?" And I said, "Well, sure." He goes, "Would you like some art?" And I said, sure, I would. So he comes over and he brings me this little piece of paper that says, I love, I am. 6. And I said, "Wow." And he goes, "That'll be $3. And I was like, "Well, can we negotiate? What about $1.50?" And he goes, $2. And I said, "I love a man that knows his worth." I mean, how can you argue with that, right? And he brought out his little baggie of dollars, and I'm like, "You sucker," to everybody that came today. And so I have that piece of paper, and I am going to frame it and put it in my office because it was such a beautiful moment of abidance with this young person that shared a lesson with me, and I don't even think he knew it. He really wanted his $3. Luke was yesterday running around. This is how we get conditions. So they're going to go together, and he says, "Mommy, here's your gummy bears. You've been a good girl today." But Daddy doesn't get any because he sprayed me with the hose. And I go, how quickly they learn that if you behave, you get something. I wonder where they let daycare taught them that. I'm just saying. But so I was a good girl, and I got my gummy bears, and then every 5 minutes, I have a stack of gummy bears by my computer. So it was a nice reminder that we were all good, that we don't need gummy bears, and we don't need anybody validating us. We need to, one of the things in the principles we're trying to instill is self-validation so that we're not too often looking for that outside of ourselves. But the talk title today is The Dawn Within, Preparing the Way for Our Inner Emergence. And originally I had the word resurrection, and I know this word, I really wanted to look it up because I know it comes along with a lot of attachments that might not bring fond memories, but it really is an inner emergence, that we spend time coming here and listening and planting seeds and waiting for them to grow, and sometimes rushing them to grow. And so I really thought, how can we prepare for Easter and really have a nice, well-rounded, see, someone agrees with me. What was that? A nice, well-rounded conversation about rebirth and transcendence and transformation and renewal of the mind, which is really Ernest Holmes' focal point, along with many other philosophies. Many, many people are celebrating different things this time of year. So the quote that I came up with was, "There is no emergence without a tomb, no rising without rest, no glory without the gentle unraveling of what was." Now, in this case, the tomb is the encasement that we plant our hopes and our dreams and our desires in there. They're encased in this, what biblically they might call a tomb, and representing some of what Easter stands for in other philosophies. But for us, it's the seed that is planted in the encasement, that if we close our eyes, we can imagine planting our seeds, much like the beautiful poem that was read, nurturing it with our classes and our love and our voices. So the tomb, like the earth in spring, is not an ending, but a sacred holding. The seed is not broken because it's buried. It is buried so it can become. So in essence, it's the dawn within and the essence of becoming, right? So the inner emergence is the essence of becoming. And what we have to do is kind of look at it in order. We have this moment of sacred holding. The tomb in this journey, again, is not a place of death. It's a sacred container. It represents the pause, what has ended and what is beginning. It is the space where our old stories dissolve, our identities loosen their hold on us, and the soil of the soul is softened into its next becoming. It's not a punishment, it's a preparation. So I really wanted this talk to be a preparation for the full bloom next week. It's not the end, it's the in-between. It's the momentary pause where we watch the plants spring forth life. So we'll explore what happens in this sacred space between the tomb and the rising. Before the stone rolls away, before the light dazzles our senses, before the hallelujah choruses raise their voices, there's a stirring in our chest, a dawning for something new, something more, something different that draws us to a place like this where we want to see something about ourselves that has been beckoning us, but we can't quite figure it out. Or maybe you have figured it out and you are now a radiant, magnetized being for others and you draw them into your light to teach or to share or to point. The time of transformation in this moment that we're talking about is not quite here yet. But today is the invitation to prepare the soil for what is about to rise. And this is metaphorically within ourselves, within the center, within your families, your communities, this country. Globally, we can take this out to the world. This is not about cleaning up your life or fixing your flaws. You don't have any. Really, what we do is behave the way we were taught. You've been a good girl. Here's your gummy bears. And so we follow that. This is how we learn. And the things that feel good, we want to do more of those. And the things that feel bad, somewhere as a child, we go, I'm not going to do that anymore. Or we're not going to let anybody do that to us anymore. And we develop safety preservation strategies. And we start to live by them, and as we get older, they become unconscious, and they seep deep down, and they become us. They become our everyday model for living. And in this philosophy, what we're doing is not only looking at the conscious way we move and breathe and have our being, but we're looking at those unconscious bias that come to the surface, sometimes in a reaction or a disappointment. And how do we let all of it happen and abide in our awareness, in our truth? We're talking about the sacred art of inner readiness, the gentle act of saying, yes, I'm willing. I'm willing to look. I'm willing to change something about my pattern of everyday life to get something different. Because there's one thing for sure that we know from our philosophy, you can't really plant a strawberry and get a blueberry, right? And so if we're continually planting the same things, then rest assured we're going to get the same results. So what we do here is look at what we're planting, and we decide we want to plant something new, and then we kind of go about our lives. And what I'm inviting us to do is to water it with wisdom and knowledge and classes and daily practices, to show how powerful this in-between space can be. I'll share a personal story with you. We recently bought a strawberry plant. And it came with the little flowers and the green, and it was in the buckets that have the little holes out the side. And Luke was so excited. We got the strawberry plant home, and we put it outside on the patio, and Luke was eating the strawberries off of it. But a few days later, I noticed it began to wilt. And I asked Bill, what did you do to my strawberry plant? He gets blamed for everything. It's funny. It's okay. And what come to find out, Luke loved his plant so much, he was overwatering it. And so sometimes too much of one thing without a pause or a break can do the same thing of too little of one thing without putting in something new. So because we weren't so sure, we decided we would move it, we would read the directions on the tag. That tells us clearly how to take care of a strawberry plant. So the next morning I noticed it was out front, and Bill was giving it more loving and tender care. I think I even caught him talking to it, giving him some love. And the next thing we knew, the green started to take life again. And there were little daisy-like flowers on it. And Luke, every time he walks out the front door, he's like, "There's my strawberries, I love you." And I saw in this moment how sometimes we can deny ourselves that when we are living in our conditioning and we do something and we feel shame or guilt, or maybe we don't even know we're feeling shame or guilt. And then the words we say to ourselves, we wouldn't even let another person say to us typically. And if we are letting another person say them to us, then we have to look at, why. And that's what we do here. So in the pause, we are looking at the inner reflection of how we are moving and having our being in the in-between. So as we waited on the nourishment and the roots, and we fed the leaves and the flowers started to grow, then of course it had fruit again. And this is a representation or analogy that we use a lot. So the tomb is much like the faith walk, not forcing the tending, not rushing, but trusting. That there was something in the decision to read the tag and to have faith that whoever wrote that tag knew what they were talking about. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but I look at the tag and I go, I could do it. And we don't pay attention to the directions, and we can easily get turned around. And that's what life has given us in our philosophy, is some directions. It's given us some things to look at and to contemplate, and as we write and as we journal, things will be revealed that we can look at, and if we're true to ourselves and we allow everything, then we can truly see what makes us feel bad, and then we can give it space to blossom and fully reveal itself to you, follow it back all the way to the heart, and integrate it into spirit, and be released of the anguish and sometimes suffering that can bring. Just as the earth warms beneath the winter's crust, something unseen is happening. The in-between, where the roots are forming, sacred silence, is the beginning of a bloom. There is always a place for us to grow. It will open to the silent presence within us, says Ernest Holmes. A reflective question that I found in one of the books was, in one of Ernest Holmes' books, where in your life are you trying to rise too quickly before something has fully rested or released? I kind of do this by, I'll have this insight that just is so freeing, and I'm like, oh my God, this has to be the answer for everybody, and I just want to go tell all of you. So the next conversation for the next week is, you should try this. And what I realize is that I don't need to do that. None of us do, because Spirit, the indwelling presence, the abidance that I am, is the same that you are. And if you ask, you shall receive, and if I ask, I shall receive. And because we've all had different experiences in this playground of life, what you need may be very different than what I need or desire to transform. But one thing that I know is if you ask, it will show itself. But we must wait until it is revealed to you, and trust that all things are revealed in the perfect time. And now that we've honored the waiting, let's talk about how light meets us. The light dawns. The story of emergence is cosmic and eternal. But it begins personally. It begins in the quiet places where we've adopted a belief strategy that maybe change isn't possible, or maybe that it is. And yet, light begins with a whisper, a tint in the sky. The divine does not rush, it dawns. We don't have to have it all figured out. It's a journey. We just have to have fun and turn towards the light and let it shine on us. Sunlight doesn't shout at the seed, it invites it. It beckons it. It calls it forward. And have you seen sunflowers? They turn to face the sun, and they're just having this trusting relationship with the sun as it shines on it and allows all that a sunflower is to come into being. So emergence is an unfolding. Spring teaches us that everything rises in rhythm and that we do not have to rush. Ernest Holmes says, the still small voice speaks only in the silence. And last week we talked about where there is ego, there's noise, and where there's noise, there's ego. So we know that still small voice isn't really the voice that talks to us in our head, although our mind really wants us to believe that's what it is. And then sometimes we get confused, like, well, this is what I've been hearing, and it might create a little confusion because there is something about the ego that does not want to release itself from the grasp of the reality of this world. So it is a deeper inner knowing that arises maybe as an insight or an idea. And sometimes you must write those down because as quickly as given, it goes. And I often get them at the dawn of morning, and I go, oh, I'm going to write that down when I wake up, and then I can't get back to it, and I get a little fussy with myself. See how easy it is? We get fussy with ourselves for the smallest things. But what I really want you to know is this is a time to say thank you and goodbye to the version of yourself that brought you here and that cannot take you any further. When the strawberry plant sheds and becomes compost for the next bloom, so too should our stories be nourishment when we release them with love. It just says, this is your life, and at some point this served you, and it is no longer necessary. You can let it go. What the plant lets go of to become compost, it feeds what's coming next. So too, with our stories, nothing is wasted. Everything in your life has been for you. Even though we don't really always understand that with the mind, I know it took me a great deal of time to understand that everything in my life, even the most painful things, has been for me. They've all pushed me to this point. It feeds what comes next. So to our stories, like I said, nothing is wasted. The past is not something to be judged, it's to be transcended, says Joel Goldsmith. And a reflective question from Joel Goldsmith is, what story of self-definition is ready to rest now? What are we willing to lay down on the altar and to put it in the soil and let it bloom something new? So as we take a deeper look with just a slight guided practice, and I just invite you to close your eyes as we set something new in place. Picture the strawberry plant and how it arrived and how it wilted, how it tended and how it waited. Now picture your own life. Nothing is wrong. Something is simply preparing to bloom. Can you feel the eagerness of which something might be stirring in you that is beckoning your attention? Visualize the light gently finding you, not by force, but just by love as a revealing. Let it rise within your being. Let it magnify all around you. Taking a big, deep breath in. And together we can say, I will let it rise. And now as we come to a close with some affirmation and something that I will read to you, I wanted to say this. So we're standing here, not at a cross, not yet in the garden, but in the hush of between. We are the seed learning to trust the soil. We are the strawberry plant between harvests. We are the soul that whispers, I was made for more. Not by force, but by love. You were made not by force, but by love. Not by effort, but by grace. And the dawning is already within you. This is something that came to me, and I wanted to close with this and a quick read for you. There are journal sheets out there to explore all of these concepts, as well as what I will read at the very end. But this is what came to me while I was writing this talk, that you are not just the soil or the seed. You are becoming the bloom. The light already is in you, drawing you upward. Our inner emergence is the flower we've been tending in secret. The emergence is not something I wait for. It's not something I prepare for. By listening and softening and trusting the dawn within. Like the seed, I trust the dark. Like the earth, I welcome the light. Like the flower, I rise when it is time. And this idea came to me in my chair, in my meditation chair, that we often focus on the seed and planting it and knowing that whatever's planted must give birth or rise up. And then we have this bloom or the manifestation of the effect of the desire, consciously or unconscious. But what I realized is we are not only the seed, and the seed is not only becoming, but we are the seed. And in it, obviously, it has all of the mechanisms to become what it was designated for. But you are not only the seed and the thing inside it, you are the bloom. You are the entirety. So we often focus on the outcome. But the reality is the seed has in it already its designation, just as you do. So you are the seed, the soil, the plant, always giving birth to itself, always renewing itself, always moving forward as spirit does. So in an effort to close today, and I will let this stand as the prayer, we must, in order to grow this aspect of ourselves and to release the old and sit in the tomb of waiting, we must abide. There is a great ocean within you. The waves at the surface, thoughts, emotions, roles, reactions rise and fall with the wind and the tide. You have spent a lifetime trying to smooth those waves, grasping for control, aching for the calm. But the nature of waves is movement, and so is the nature of your mind. To chase stillness at the surface is to fight the ocean itself. What if peace is not the wave, but in the depth of the ocean? To abide is to let go of chasing and sinking. It is not to run from the waves, nor dive after stillness as a possession. It is to be the depth that holds all motion without being disturbed by it. The waves may shout, "This is who you are." Anger, joy, fear, pride, pain. But the depths never argue. It knows the waves are real, but not true. They are experiences, not identity. The one who grasps is a wave. The one who abides is the ocean. Namaste.
Well, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. You know I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light, and I am free in the Spirit. You know I'm only here for God. Well, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open see the light, and I am free in the spirit. You know I'm only here for God. All right, I like that idea. We're going to clap that one. Can we do that?
We're going to do this one a cappella. This is a sing-along. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. You know I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
When I release and I let go, I let the spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. You know I'm only here for God. No more struggle and no more strife. With my faith I see the light, and I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Wow. Woo! I think we should put that in.
That was like a weight loss program.
It is. And I'm going to do, one of these days, I'm going to run through the audience and let y'all sing in the microphone so I can hear you. Get some high fives. Oh, don't be shy. I can't sing a lick, but I know Clay turns my microphone on so y'all can hear my off-keyness. But I'm not ashamed because, God said make a joyful noise. And not only do I make a joyful noise, but I have become one as well. So are you. It is that time in our service where we talk about the sacred givingness of life, that we give because we have. We are the havingness, and the havingness is always giving back to itself, and it is reciprocal in nature. That is why we're here. That is why we continue to flourish. That is why we continue to grow. And your gifts, no matter what they are, time, presence, talent, finances, we accept them all to keep our foundation of the house that Spirit built solid. Without you, we could not do this. And I really want to thank Bob, because when I was thanking people last week, I left him out, and he is amazing. Let's please, yes. Thank you. And our beautiful musicians. So, yes, and we're going to read this. We are going to read this. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive. Thank you, life.
And as you are going through your ritual giving today, I want to connect us with other people around the world who experience the beauty of bloom and renewed life. And so we're going to start with a song from Japan, sung in its original ancient Japanese as best as I can, then in English, and then we'll move to Germany for Edelweiss.
Nice. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Sakura, Sakura, Yayoi no Sara wa miwatasu kagiri, kasumi kokuboka, nioi soisuru, Itsaya, Itsaya, mini yuka. Sakura, Sakura, cherry blossoms fill the air, lovely colors floating by, mist of beauty
sing and fill your lungs with air and feel the joy of being alive and here today, I would really welcome that. And you can sing along, you can listen. We'll do it twice at least so you can really feel it. And as she was mentioning, as Tracy was mentioning about release, just release everything and sing this with your whole heart and soul. Or listen with your whole heart and soul.
Every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow
I really want to say in learning to trust Spirit, none of this was planned, and it just all, this is Spirit, right? Just joins together, knows what it gives me, knows what it needs to be supported, and that is the beauty in trusting the Spirit and unfolding, and you learn to do it.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Did you have something to say?
Well, I will say this. True story.
All right. Story time.
Not proud of it.
Oh.
But Marie and I talked last night.
Oh.
And she's like, well, what's the talk title? I mean, so I can pick stuff that's going to fit. I said, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine.
And
yeah.
that was true.
Right.
Amazing.
That's right. I know when I first got here. Jackson was like, what's the talk? I go, don't worry about it. It's all going to work out. It took a while for us to get there, but he's learning. I love him. He's amazing. Hey, let's give him a hand. Didn't he do a great job today? I love it. Oh. Hey, can I have my ushers come forward? Hi, Miss Payne. I'm not ahead of anything, am I, Jackson? Because sometimes you get lost in the, the Spirit consumes you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pam, for your service. We deeply appreciate it. I just know right here, right now, in this beautiful moment, in this sanctuary, in this space that we are creating and planting and giving it time to grow and flourish, that we have done that with our finances, and that Spirit continues to amaze us in new and beautiful ways. That we trust that implicitly, so we know whatever you give, whatever you have, whatever Spirit encourages you to drop, do, say, or be, we accept it openly. That we trust in the divine givingness of life, and to fulfill its mission, it must bring us all that align with that light. And I believe in that and only that. And I bless all that is here, all that is coming, all that is a surprise. For Spirit is always and forever moving in action. And so it is. And now, Miss Kathleen.
Good morning. If you are visiting the center for the first time, we'd like you to stand and tell us your name if you are comfortable. We'd love to give you the CSLP welcome.
We would. I would. Anyone? Don't be shy. Oh,
Wonderful. Yes.
thank you. Oh, do we need a microphone?
Say again.
Jay.
Jay.
Jay, like a jaybird. I got it.
Welcome.
Got it. Welcome.
Thank you.
Are you new to Prescott, Jay? Yeah. Well, thanks for coming to see us. We hope you come back again. And I'm gonna let Kathleen do her job.
She just takes over.
I do.
Thank you, Jay. As a guest, and even if you are a guest and you chose not to stand, please stop by our bookstore, find the section of gently read books, much loved books. Take one for yourself, enjoy it, and then join us in Sibley Hall. The volunteer meeting is today after service in Sibley Hall. Pizza will be served, and some of it will be gluten-free. A celebration of life will take place for Gina. See, I got that right this time. On Saturday, April the 26th, the time has been changed to 2 p.m. instead of 11 a.m. due to a conflict in scheduling. The celebration for Gina is here at the center with a fellowship luncheon immediately following. There is a sign-up in the lobby for contributing a dessert and/or appetizer. Have a lovely week. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you to Sabrina for planning the volunteer meeting. We're so grateful for her service to our community. I took over again.
Did you?
Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to let you wrap it up, man. You got
Is
it.
it my turn?
It's your turn. Do it.
Well, it looks like this crowd already knows what's up. This is the part we're coming to the end of today's service to do our benediction. So if you feel comfortable, grab a hand. And the benediction is on the screen, and we're going to say it and then sing our way out of here with the peace song. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is happening through my mind, my body, and my prayers. I think it, I believe it, I feel it, I know it, I accept it. Thank you, life. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to She was so happy when she saw you guys